Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Podcasters, the podcast where we uncover the truth surrounding some conspiracies that we found interesting and explore some of the theories we've seen being used to explain them. I like eggs. Do you like eggs?
Yeah,
What kind of eggs do you like?
scrambled
With or without pepper?
with. What about you?
Fried, or no, over easy eggs. With pepper.
Yeah.
Gotta have pepper on eggs.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do ketchup with my scrambled eggs,
Mm.
just like extra flavor.
Yeah.
Good source of protein.
Yeah.
What if we're the protein? And the egg is the universe.
Yeah. So we're like in the center?
Huh?
What?
No.
No, I don't know.
Wait, are we?
I don't know.
I don't take astrology.
That's not what astrology is.
Oh, yeah, that's study of stars or something.
Astrology is like the signs.
I'm more interested in history
Yeah.
because I'm everyone, according to the egg theory.
Yeah.
You're me. You're just a different version of me.
I guess so.
My teachers are me. They gave me homework. So I don't like myself.
But you also would like yourself because everyone that you do like is also you.
You like the breakfast burritos?
I've never had a breakfast burrito. So,
No way.
do you like them?
Yeah. Well, I just get a tortilla, microwave it, and then you get leftover turkey taco meat from last night. You gotta have that. And then you cook 2 over easy eggs, put it in the thing, and then you add other stuff and you eat it.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame you've never had a breakfast burrito.
Maybe I'll
You're
have
just
to,
missing out on life.
maybe I'll have to try one now.
But you already have
Oh.
tried one because you're everyone, remember?
Yeah.
A few months ago, I was scrolling on TikTok when I stumbled across a 7-minute animated short on the egg theory. Up until that point, I had never heard of the egg theory. If you haven't heard of the egg theory before and want me to provide some context, it's essentially a relatively new take on what happens after death. The general concept is that this universe was made just for you. In this universe, you're the main character. I know that sounds a little silly, and it could be a conspiracy theory within itself. Am I the only real person on planet Earth? But the egg theory isn't the idea that you're the only real person. It's the idea that you are every person. That's why when the video finally ended, this theory remained in my head for days. This idea wasn't born on TikTok, though. It actually traces back to 2009, when author Andy Weir, the same guy who wrote The Martian if you've ever seen the movie starring Matt Damon, published a short story called The Egg. In an interview, Weir said he was given inspiration because, and I quote, "I was having an argument with my aunt. I thought her point of view was ridiculous. Then, later I figured if I had lived her life, her opinion would make perfect sense to me. That got me thinking about a system where people live each other's lives. And from there, the foundation for the egg was laid. In this story, when you die, you aren't sent to heaven or hell. Instead, you meet a being, usually depicted as God, that answers all your unanswered questions before kicking you into your next life. Your soul remains in a constant cycle of death and reincarnation until you have lived every human life that ever has or ever will be." What? But that's like a lot of lives. Yeah, it is. So far, there have been around 30 billion humans in all of Earth's history, and you get to live through all of them, and also the ones in the future as well. Who knows how many you could end up living. But don't worry, to make sure your mind doesn't explode from all the memories your soul has, you aren't able to remember any of your other past lives. There are some instances where this isn't always true, but we'll pick that back up at a later time. According to this theory, once you've lived every possible life, your soul will have experienced the full spectrum of human emotion. The video I mentioned previously makes a good point towards this. It says, every time you victimize someone, you are victimizing yourself. Every act of kindness you've done to yourself. Every happy and sad moment ever experienced by any human was or will be experienced by you. And you may be asking the same question the man in the video was asking. Why? The reason is because once you have lived every life that ever has or ever will be, your soul has fully matured and is finally ready to be born. Hooray! Born? But I was already born so many times. Yeah, well, now you get to do it one last time because, congratulations, you're a god now. And what happens when you're a god? You get to help other souls be born from their eggs as well. Now that you have a somewhat decent understanding of the egg theory, let's shift gears. There are numerous conspiracy theories surrounding the concept of reincarnation. Growing online communities like Reddit threads and Discord groups are full of people connecting the dots, sharing their similar experiences, and asking the same questions. What if the egg isn't just fiction? What if Andy Weir accidentally tapped into something real? Now let's talk about the clues people are pointing to. First up on our list, dreams. There's a well-documented phenomenon where humans aren't able to invent entirely new and original faces in our dreams. This means that every person you see in your dreams, even the weird ones, are real people your brain has registered at some point. Now, if you pair that with the egg theory, things start to make more sense. If you are every person, then the faces in your dreams could be you from lives you have already lived but just don't remember. This theory can be taken one step further if it also means that some of the things you have experienced in your dreams could be real events that you in one of your past lives experienced. Since there is no order to the time in which your soul occupies a new life, it makes sense that your dreams are able to take place in both past and future. The second clue is déjà vu. Déjà vu is a weird feeling where you think you've been in a situation or place before, even though you know you haven't. It's a highly common phenomenon that 2/3 of all people experience at least once in their lives. So it may likely happen to you, or it already has. While the exact cause of déjà vu is still being researched, scientists believe it's related to how our brains process and retrieve memories. Many people interpret our scientists' current understanding of déjà vu as proof that déjà vu is a memory from a past life. If the egg theory is true, this would also make sense. Let's say it's your first time visiting the Grand Canyon, and you get a sense of déjà vu because in one of your past lives, you may have also visited the Grand Canyon or something similar for the first time. It's just your soul remembering something it already experienced. Now, this last clue gets a little more personal. According to the egg theory, you've also lived or will live your parents' lives, which means you raised yourself. Good job. Every family resemblance, personality trait, or generational pattern is just you repeating your own practices. Some people even theorize that this is why we often become our parents, despite our best efforts not to. Because, deep down, we already are. Now, whether you believe in the egg theory or not, your actions still carry consequences. Even if the people affected by them aren't you, it's nice to think that they are. Put your feet in the shoes of other people, and you will realize that everyone has stinky feet. Wait, no. that everyone has the same shoes. Anyway, I think there's something strangely comforting about the egg theory. Even if you feel alone, it's nice to think that the people around you all share something in common, even if you can't see it. That's it for today's episode of The Podcasters. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to share it with someone who needs their mind blown. And hey, maybe that person is you.